Alright, gonna keep this quick because I've got 4 minutes till I've got something going on. But so yeah, I mean, well, look, okay, a 2-3 is definitely disappointing. But you know, at least that last game was pretty close and enjoyable, and you know that's kind of like the Magic I like. So at least there was that. The inverter matchup, I don't know if there's any difference I could have played. Yeah, I don't know. Let me think. I don't know. I don't think I have too much to say about that one. The Unburial Rights, maybe I should have mulled the Relic. I don't know. Not super familiar with that matchup. I kind of feel like definitely I'm at my best element when I'm facing matchups I'm more familiar with. Like in the abstract, I think nobody would disagree that the Shadow Scourge decks are probably much objectively more powerful, more proven. And unless there's like really good reason to think otherwise, probably like overall better decks than than the um, the you know, Unburial Rights decks. But obviously, like, but as you can see, even if they're stronger decks, like experience counts for a lot, and the fact that I have a way more experience playing the Shadow Scourge decks, I think ends up making us have a better chance at beating them than these matchups that we're definitely a lot less familiar with. So like, you know, I mean, it's just a little. I think it's a little difficult. Like the thing, actually, now that I think about it, these red decks I make, they may actually depend a lot on like format experience. One thing I think about Burn that's nice is that I'm not saying Burn is like like a brain dead deck. It's not, but you know, at the same time, one of the nice things about Burn is that the strategy you employ in Burn doesn't differ all that much in most matchups, except for Control. Control definitely like playing around counterspells is definitely like an art in itself into Burn. So that's but like most mid range aggro, etc. Actually, you know, the way you play Burn doesn't exactly differ all that much, and it doesn't differ all that much between most different counterspell based control decks too. It's just that's kind of the big divide with Burn. Is like you play it fundamentally differently. Like the idea is you hoard a lot of burn spells to like unleash all at once at like ideally at the end of their turn at a certain point. Knowing when to do it is kind of a skill. In the counterspell matchups. But anyway, this isn't about Burn. But the point is that one reason Burn might be having success is that it does count for a lot that the strategy doesn't actually differ all that much from matchup to matchup. It only differs big time against the counterspell based control matchups, and even then, there's kind of like only two fundamental different strategies you usually end up playing Burn. But you know. Yeah, I mean the point is I'm still learning the format. This league, Pillage may have been better, but I don't know. I don't know if Pillage would have done that big of a difference in the inverter or the other matchups we didn't do so well in. But I don't know. I mean, beating I think 2 tier decks, you know, is nice. What was the other deck I played? I'm kind of losing track of my Jund. Jund Shadow Scourge 2-1. Forget what was match 4. Match 4. Oh, yeah, Bear Tribal, Sultai. I guess that wasn't a tier deck. I forget what the matchup was. Oh yeah, that was Bluetron. Bluetron. All right. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. At least that last match was pretty good. All right. Till next time.